The new Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 recap video just released, and we have a whole bunch of brand new Chapter 4 ARG updates and a whole lot of brand new secrets, along with a release date for a potential Chapter 4 teaser trailer. Along with that, we got some brand new PlayStation and Xbox ports for Chapter 2 and 3 of Poppy Playtime, which is actually insane to get this fast, along with some brand new drama because we're in a community. There's always going to be drama. And also a little bit of merch. So without further ado, let's go hop to the video and start off with the brand new Chapter 4 ARG and of course Chapter 3 recap video. So the new recap video came out, clocking in around 4 minutes long, and the thumbnail looks amazing. I only have like one complaint with this whole thumbnail. First of all, it's amazing. I love it all. I just want to talk about it. It's bugging me a little bit. Catnap's ear does not have the inner color, and it's just all one solid fluff color like the whole body. Just wanted to point that out there. But the model and fluffing makes this model just look perfect. And also, if you go to the Poppy Playtime Discord server, you can actually see that the thumbnail looks a little bit different. With this time, it shows Catnap looking directly at you, instead of looking at a whole different area. So, in my opinion, it looks a lot more creepier and a lot more cooler. That's why I have it in the thumbnail. But the recap video was pretty easy and pretty, safe to understand. It just gave a whole entire recap of Chapter 3. But of course, there's some interesting things about Ollie, like when he talked about Ollie, and also some other little interesting things. But I don't think it's too much to go and dig too deep into that. Of course, at the end, it zoomed out, talking about what actually happened next, and next outbound transmission September 30th. And if you guys don't remember, today and the time I'm actually recording this is September 17th, meaning we're like less than 2 weeks away from seeing what this transmission is. And most likely this will be the Chapter 4 teaser or the Chapter 4 trailer, or just something Chapter 4 related, since it makes sense. This is going to be after the Chapter 3 recap, and of course it takes place what's going to be happening next, and after everything, all the build up, all the hype, it makes sense that this will be next. But it can also just be more ARG stuff, so don't get your hopes up too high, but it makes sense that it will be Chapter 4 related. Also, when you zoom out, thanks to this Discord user, you're actually able to see more words of what it actually says on top of the TVs. Don't think it's really important, but just want to add this in here just in case it is. But there are really no secrets throughout the whole entire video, which was surprising since the very first two for Chapter 1 and 2 had a lot of secrets in it. But for this time, we just had a whole bunch of ones and zeros, and of course a whole bunch more in different glitching screens around the end. And of course, if you not know this, as being a Poppy fan for so long, this is of course a cipher, or whole Caesar cipher, or whatever you want to call it. It's a long process that I, of course, do not have the brains for, and of course, the Poppy community cracked it in like under 10 minutes of it being out. Way to go, guys. So I didn't even have to even try to crack this, of course, the code. But we do know what the whole riddle was, because they're trying to do a whole little, riddle for the new character of Chapter 4 or new main antagonist. And from Chapter 1 and 2 is a recap video. We're able to actually see that they meant so far: on felted feet with bated breath, sleep draws ever near, over path turning clear, but I'm not afraid of death. This is what I had so far, but if you actually use those brand new ones and zeros and put that in a cipher and just do some smart sciencey stuff, you get a new final last sentence being, we have already met. Now you're like, okay, forever met. That's interesting. But when you put it together and put at the end what we already got, it says, on felted feet with bated breath, sleep draws ever near, over path turning clear, but I'm not afraid of death, for we have already met. This being really interesting. Of course, many people already have theories if it's Huggy or another character or even the prototype. But of course, this is, in my opinion, probably hinting at the Chapter 4 villain or main antagonist. But I guess only time will be able to tell what this actually means and if it's actually describing Huggy or any other one. And of course, if you go to the Poppy Playtime Discord server and go to the theory section, Playtime Co. actually went and posted this, a blurry photo that shows like a yellow page with a whole bunch of different words on it saying cipher, ls, join, keys, a whole bunch of other random stuff, with also a shape that kind of looks like a snail shell. Just also want to point that out there. And of course, saying more instructions to follow. They're being visible to your eye. When you receive them, we need you to run icepick.bat on of course, a domain network, and they have it there. Now, this is really interesting because lots of the bots and stuff like that are the ones actually running the server. I think the devs, I actually forgot who these is. They went through a whole bunch of information of how to actually do this, with also showing the actual website of where to actually put it in. But sadly, I don't think the community has actually solved that yet, and I do not think this will actually be able to be solved until we get more Chapter 4 ARG news, and most likely after we get the teaser trailer or some more info. But we do have the very first step for what's going to happen next. But now moving off of Chapter 4 ARG and Chapter 3 recap video news, we got the brand new ports for Chapter 2 and 3 coming to Xbox and PlayStation, with this is the brand new promo art saying pre-purchase, because they'll be available on September 20th. So of course, it's going to be 3 days at the time of filming and recording this, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be crazy. And they also have the links to the stores and also brand new ad. With this being the Xbox ads I'll show, Chapter 2 is just a redone version of the Chapter 2 trailer, but this time removing the things that were originally taken out, adding some brand new scenes that I'll show now, being some pretty cool additions. Same thing with Chapter 3, removing some of the things that were canceled and replacing them with some brand new footage, which just looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure they also shot on Xbox and PlayStation. Also, the PlayStation Store decides, and also Xbox, decided to add some brand new key art and banner art, making it look just amazing. As you guys can see, this is some of the new art. It just looks great. I gotta say, I absolutely love it. Don't know why Mommy Longlegs' eyes looks like that, but I just love the glow feature, the arm just reaching out, grabbing. It is absolutely amazing. Also, Chapter 3 had a pretty good one. If you go and actually look at it, it's of course Catnap with a broken over lamp in Home Sweet Home breathing the red gas all over the place. Now this looks perfectly fine, right? It looks like an amazing render art. It looks pretty good. But this is sadly where the drama starts to happen. With a Twitter user replying, "Am I crazy, or did they just trace my render?" As you guys can see, this is the Catnap render. It is a pretty famous render throughout the whole entire Poppy Playtime community because, it looks amazing. Can you see this? Is amazing. Hey, this is the halfway mark where I'd like to ask you guys to please go and subscribe. If you guys do not want to, or if you already are, you can always just like the video or comment down below anything. I always reply to you guys, but of course, please just give me some time. I am not a bot. And while we're talking about some soft, cuddly things, my brand new official It's Lightning plushie will be available for pre-order next Tuesday, September 24th. Yes, you guys will be able to get the limited edition boy. He will be available for a limited edition time, around half a month, and it'll be retailing for around 26 to around 27 bucks. Of course, for shipping and tax, depending on where you live. So stay tuned, because next week we'll be doing the full reveal, and the pre-orders will be going available the same day. So of course, stay tuned for that, and sorry for taking more time in this video. Please go and enjoy the rest of the news. He also went and sent a video of transparency mode showing the render on top of this other render, and as you guys can see, what I'm showing you guys, it is literally the exact same thing. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that this is literally the exact same one. But before everyone starts going crazy about this, literally only 2 to 3 hours after that, Mob Entertainment actually reached out to them and said that they saw the tweet and they're making a brand new render and that they're going to go and fix the change, with of course him being totally fine with this, saying thanks for everyone's concern and all this, thanks for the support, and kind of just close the book and end to that. And I gotta say, I am working on a secret project myself, if you don't know, and of course when you get things in, as I said, it was just on the team, it was a render they threw in there for concept, for reference material, and of course in my project I use lots of reference materials. Of course we don't keep that in the final version, but I could understand how things get mistaken and just kept in as a final version. It's understandable too. But not even a few hours later, they updated it with this amazing looking artwork. I gotta say, the art looks incredible. As you guys can see, the render is now Catnap with his arm up. You guys can see his hand is kind of curled. Also, his face is also different, showing more fluff and more fur detail throughout the entire body, with the smile being more of a little curved grin and the eyebrows being a little bit more up. All I gotta say is this looks incredible. I love it. As you guys can see, this is the new one versus how the old one looked, and you could all definitely agree the new one looks 10 times better. But if you thought that's where the drama ended and it was a happy story, no, because we know Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, they just cannot have good things in life. With one user going into the comments of that saying, "They traced your render and stole my OC." Back in Chapter 1, this person made an OC. As you guys can see, it's a purple cat that looks really big, large, helps kids fall asleep, has a long tail, and smells like lavender. And if you actually go back to the post, you can see with the dates, it does check out. This was literally before, right after around Chapter one's release. And if you look at it, you can definitely see the similarities. A purple cat, long tail, large, and just ferocious, you know? But this is where I want to say one thing. First of all, the one coincidence with a purple cat, there's like so many popular purple cats out there. And I gotta say, out of my opinion, the one from Sailor Moon looks like it is the exact reference for Catnap. Like, look at that. It looks like inspiration was taken directly from that. The yellow moon, the purple cat, and that's extremely popular. And of course, what does purple remind you of in sense? Lavender. So it makes sense if you have a purple cat that it would smell like lavender, and purple cats are pretty popular, so it's not that much of a coincidence. And I feel like Catnap was definitely inspired by the whole cartoon cat, which is known for being a lanky, tall cat, which has a humongous grinning smile. Like, I feel like the smiling, the Sailor Moon cat, which I do not know the name, you guys can let me know in the comments below. And of course, cartoon cats were the two biggest inspirations for Catnap. And they did mention how the Mob Entertainment did like their post, so I do not think they stole the OC. I do think they probably got inspired from it, and these other two things also inspired from it, just creating Catnap. But all that stuff happened behind the scenes, so we kind of literally have no entire idea. We already know people. They always try to bring up different things and bring up different reasons, but I do feel like Catnap is a pretty simple design, and the other design was a lot more going on for it. And there's definitely some things that, you know, feel like they just definitely took inspiration from, like helping kids sleep and all that stuff. So of course, not all of it could be debunked, but I just want to put my words in there to be like kind of a middle ground, just explaining what possibly could have happened. But sadly, we have no entire idea. But knowing Twitter, they just can't let good things end. Because Jackie goes here and starts making a whole thread and a list of controversies from Poppy Playtime, just undigging that grave and just bringing it all just there for no reason. And half the points don't even make sense, like scamming people by buying a physical copy of an unfinished game. Like, they don't have to. They could just buy the digital version. People want to buy these for usually collector's items. It has unique art in it, has stickers in it, and nobody's forcing you to buy it. They're just releasing 3 chapters. Like, yes, I do say, in my opinion too, I do feel like this is unnecessary. We do not need only 3 chapters, since chapter 4 is literally going to come out soon. So it makes sense that they just keep this digital and not release a physical copy. I do think that is not a smart decision to make, and that's the reason why many people got mad about it, but I don't think it's something to start hating on them and bring on a reason of controversy just by releasing it. But in life, we cannot have good things, and that's just the way people are. But let's start talking about the drama and all the negative stuff, and let's go bring on some little bit of merch. We got some new images showing some of the brand new merch popping up in the Japan pop-up shop. We looked at this stuff before, same thing with the Catnap pillow and the Nightmare Huggy pillow. We already saw this stuff before. But we also have some new stuff, like new little keychains with Catnap, Miss Delight, Dog Day with little critters on top, Mommy Longlegs, some brand new sticker posters, and of course some brand new artwork, which all look amazing. And also we got some new photos. They're doing a giveaway for the new Smiling Critter Scented Bundle Pack, since lots of people missed it. And they also had some brand new amazing looking artwork in the back. Gotta say, it looks pretty good. That's neat it for this video. You guys can let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about all the brand new Chapter 4 news and all the brand new Chapter 3 little updates when it comes to the Xbox ports? And are you guys excited for the new ports? Do you think it was a bad idea for them to release a physical copy yet? And what do you guys all think about the little drama that happened? Do you think it was an honest mistake that they traced it? And do you think that they actually stole an OC for Catnap's creation? Like, we know Mob Entertainment is a company, and we know Mob Entertainment did a lot of things and had a lot of slip-ups, but that's usually a company. They always have lots of slip-ups, especially as an indie company. But since we do not know what's actually happening behind the scenes, we cannot really say anything truly yet. But you guys can let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to watch this video here to stay up to date and have the other Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 news.